ATF. What the fuck is you talking about? They some bitches, bruh. Somehow, all of these public shooters, these active shooters, are doing exactly what needs to be done to further these politicians' plans that they are always broadcasting way before they have reason to be getting what it is that they asked for. And this is real simple. This is a real simple, honest observation. They want the guns. They always say it. They never really seem to have enough to get them as far as an assault weapons ban or a total fucking gun ban. So, riddle me this, y'all. After country had a big decline in quote-unquote gun violence, especially with AR-15s, if there was a big decrease, they would lose their standing on their urgency to get an assault weapons ban. Do you think that they want that shit enough that if there were no gun crimes going on, that they would stage them or fake them to keep the ball rolling because they really want this shit? Are they willing to do that? I couldn't imagine them letting it go. And we all brought ourselves to a higher level of peace, and there weren't so many public shooters. The next public shooter, if you can hear this video, please don't do that shit. You're helping government, which you probably don't really rock with. Or, hey, you might be their guy. You might be their patsy. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past them to be faking the shit. I think they were faking just to keep their energy up. But the ATF is crazy. Making rules that aren't laws, and then they try to pass them off like they can be punishable by prison. None of that makes any sense at all. And then everyone keeps backing down to them. If the ATF cannot do what it is that they're trying to do, why is it that everyone's trying to find a legal, justified reaction to their illegal bullshit? We should have laughed them off and told them that none of the shit that they say matters. Nobody's going to jump through the hoops to fucking stop them. We can ignore them just as much as you can ignore any police officer who might come out here and take a speed limit sign and say we're going to change the speed limit from between this area and this area to 45 instead of 65 because I think it's too high. Anybody coming through here still trying to do 65, I get to write them tickets. We will tell that cop that he can't do that. We don't give a fuck if he think that this is going to be safer or generate more revenue for their ass. None of that matters. You can't be the one to call that shot. So we are going to ignore you. No one's going to drag you through court of legislation to try to stop you. You stopped yourself by saying some ridiculous shit. There's not going to fucking fly. Get the fuck out of here.
I've got one that can see.
I think a lot of conditioning happens when you see things are wrong and you got to look the other way for survival. And I've just never been that guy. I come from a bloodline of people that bully the bully, that oppress the oppressor. Like, we look for people that think they tough because we really think they are not.
RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What up? Another open carry demonstrating to y'all how it's really supposed to go. This is how society is really supposed to handle shit. I don't want to toot my own horn or sound like I'm full of ego, but what I do know is the superhero that I wish that I was when I was a kid, I have become that motherfucker. I have become him. I am him now. Because I feel like with all the love that I bring and all the protection that you're supposed to bring when you're trying to protect this great love that you claim to have, you got to be aggressively prepared for the defense of that, especially when you know that the world can deliver to any one of you at any given time a nightmare of a situation, life-shattering events. Like, shit happens to people. You lose loved ones. You get diagnosed with terminal illnesses. The world might tip into a third world conflict. There's no telling what the fuck is going on. Joe Biden, Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, all three of these assholes have said very clearly and with confidence, as if somehow it may even be planned, that there's going to be another pandemic. Yeah, okay. Why did you say that so well like that? And all of these motherfuckers is old, right? But he's saying it with the confidence that he knows for damn sure that he's going to be here to say that I told you so. That's the way they said this shit. All three of these old motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here. What I won't do is to allow a bad attempt to fool me. I can't let that play me, what they got going on. They talk a whole lot of dumbass shit. If you listen to, and this is simple shit, you can catch on to it if you pay attention enough. If you take sincerely what it is that they're saying. Yeah, you can catch on to their bullshit, because when there's so much riding in the hands of what the fuck government got going on at all times, they should be scrutinized very heavily, because what they got going on is some powerful shit. They can make or break the entire history and future of humanity inside the conduct that they claim like some divine order was given to them to do this shit to the world. Get the fuck out of here. Standing by accepting that shit. When that's what you're talking about, just believe that I'm gonna be paying close attention. I'm gonna be holding grudges. I'm gonna have the highest expectations of disclosure and fairness and justice upon their asses when they violate. I expect all of that when they claim to be who they are, holding this great weight above humanity's head with all of the bullshit they got going on. High levels of scrutiny. And the punishments to be high too. If anything that any of these motherfuckers doing is crimes against humanity or treason on any level, just know that I did not give the world those definitions. Those definitions exist inside of the game that they chose to play. I never chose none of this shit. I never chose none of it. This is all them. So tell them to live and die by their rules. If any of this shit is treason or crimes against humanity, what are the punishment for those things, man? I didn't write those punishments either. But I do think they sound good. Especially when we're looking at what it is that we're looking at. So tell them to live and die by that shit. They better not be guilty. Now hold court. Now hold court. Is y'all crazy? Get the fuck out of here, bro. We got Russia, China, BRICS, now aliens, and the ATF and Joe Biden want to take all your fucking guns. Get the fuck, man, look, see? Why is that something that any Democrat or Republican or third party, I don't give a fuck who you are. When I say that, you have to say that every element of what it is that I'm trying to point out right now is actually there. There's no exaggeration, no conspiracy theory needed. There's something going on, and they're calling our attention to all of the proper things that should be telling us that something is wrong. If they can hypnotize you, then they can convince you that the bullshit that they're telling you is actually some legit shit. But if they fail to do that and you know something is wrong, then I think you have a natural and patriotic duty to point out the things that you know that are wrong. You have to say these things. If this is the land of the free, then it has to be the land of the free to say what the hell I want. Not only if I agree with you. I don't gotta agree with you. All I have to do is not put my hands on you or harm you. And you got that from me. I'd never initiate any force of violence on nobody. Nope. Because I believe that what it is that I'm saying, what I think in my mind and what I feel in my heart, I know all of that is the real shit, that I cannot spoil that by being misunderstood as being the violent one. I'm not going to get what I want if I do that. And I believe in what it is that I'm on enough to know that I don't have to do that to prove my point and to get across and to make the changes in the world that need to be changed. I'm not going to use violence to do that. I know that I'm not going to win. The smart thing to do would be is to find another way to do it so that I can survive my activism, so I can prove my point and maintain the moral high ground the whole fucking time. That's how you win. So, thus, considering all of that, I am incapable of initiating the force or the violence upon anybody for any reason, especially my political views. The punishment for you not rocking with my political views will not be me doing something to you. It will be what I'm trying to save you from actually getting your ass. Thank you. That's your punishment. You're going to punish yourself. I don't got to do shit to you. It's going to come to you. I can't do nothing or I need not do nothing to you, bro. I see my kids and everybody anyway. The way I feel about them is the way somebody feels about you. I can't hurt you, bro. I know what that pain is. I'm not finna be the reason why anybody in life feels like that, unless you are extremely dangerous to somebody else's life and freedom and well-being, and the freedom that we all supposed to have to ponder this existence and search ourselves through our spirituality, whatever you want to call it. If you don't believe in spirituality, I don't care. Whatever. What I do know is whether you believe in any of that or not, it'll always be true, and it'll never be untrue, that I deserve to be left the fuck alone so I can figure out whatever the fuck I want to figure out about this shit, unless I'm severely disturbing somebody else's path for them to do the same. This is the moral, natural law that need not be written down, because what I just said is absolutely true, and you don't need much else. And you can't write that nothing to make that untrue. And there's no way to be sweeter. There's no way to set a boundary on a perspective on how to handle other human beings, how to deal with other people, than all of the shit it is that I'm saying. It is very fair. It gives each individual the opportunity to maintain their moral high ground, so that when they do have to defend themselves against somebody who don't give a fuck about that, we understand who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, and then now let it be what it's gonna be. Because it is gonna be what it's gonna be. But this is how you give this to people. This is how you show people that this is what was given to them in their consciousness in and of itself. For whatever reason that any God could ever be the source of, whatever, believe in it, whatever God you want. But what I do know, that it didn't come from a writing that some men got together and put together to fucking tell me anything about none of this shit. The very fabric of nature in and of itself is already spoken to me. And it's speaking inside of every one of y'all. That until you create a victim, you should not be victimized by nobody for no other reason. Especially wishy-washy shit that can change in between states, in between countries, and these other imaginary lines and all this other shit is so subjective, it changes over time. Come on, man. The fact of the matter is what it is that I'm saying is rooted in the nature that it spans all time. It's always true. It always has been, and it always will be. That's what the truth is. What's up, man? What's your name? Rogan. That's nice to meet you too. Oh, thank you. Got a bottle of water. Thank you, guys. What's your name?
My family comes from military.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Got a bottle of water. This happens from time to time. People know it's hot out here. It's actually a nice day out here. Thank you. It's actually a decent day out here right now. It's not that bad at all out here right now. Because I know it can get worse. We done seen some hot days. Shout out to Javier Gabos. RPM in this bitch. RPM the gang. Fuck is you talking about? We was in July last year, almost a year ago, we was down in Austin, Texas. Capitol grounds, Austin, Texas. The gun state, the Lone Star State. We went down there and showed Texas what was up. We went down there on Capitol grounds that had shells run out on us with guns and all that. I wish we would have had that on camera. Imagine Capitol grounds with the big ass gate around the big ass property and all that. We was inside the gates with the bangers. We shouldn't have been there. I'm gonna tell the story sometime, maybe on a Patreon or something, or on a paid subscription somewhere, because what y'all getting, no matter how deep and thorough and respectable my shit is when I'm kicking it, what's going on in here and what be going on behind the scenes sometimes, my life history, all of that is way more crazy. If you understand that shit, you'll understand why I am the way I am. And I'm gonna tell these stories, but come on, man, we got to get the subs up. I can't even keep 200. I can't even get 2,500 subs to actually watch my video. I get 200 views on a video. How that happen? Nobody knows I'm here, man, and that's a damn shame. And I ain't no better than nobody else, but what it is that I'm saying needs to be said. I know other people want to say it, they're just not saying it, they're just not doing it. I'm doing it. I talk too fucking much, and I love guns, and it all just coming together. So I'll get out here and be the voice for the people that cannot or will not come out here, and that's okay. But there's a lot of people that think and feel like me. I'm not that special. I do want to stand up to be the one to say this shit in the way that I'm saying it, because ain't nobody gonna do this. Nobody doing it the way I'm doing it. Guns and Gadget's not gonna do it like this, but I like him a lot. He's a cool dude. Black Rambo don't talk about it like me, not at all, not even close. They not really on that. Mark Chopper, they not on my level when it comes to this type of shit. They thinking in down tunnel vision about black people only. But the system is kind of racist. We know that it's fundamentally racist. But this same racist system, what they just do, they just told millions of white boys that love these white boy guns that they deserve to be 10-year felons for a piece of plastic that they put on the back of an AR pistol. They just threatened all of them white boys. The same racist system. They threaten them with what? The nigga prison system. You see how the black and white shit is for us to busy ourselves right here, and it feels so real. But that's them doing that shit, bro. They want everybody to lay down, and y'all laying down, bro. Y'all bugging, B. Y'all bugging, bro. How you doing? Y'all bugging. Why y'all let them do this? Why y'all let them do that? I cannot believe y'all, bro. Y'all just watched them do that. What does that mean? What does that tell you? It means the same thing when they did all this COVID shit. They didn't introduce COVID, announce this shit 666 days to the day. 666 days after they ran a simulation called Clyde X about a global pandemic. Before it was real, they practiced it. 660, man, get the fuck. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. If y'all knew these things, maybe you would understand where I'm coming from. People that disagree with me, I guarantee they have not thought about, seen, heard, or understood the things that I do. Because if they did, they would probably agree where it is that I'm coming from. The world is not going to expose itself to you in full disclosure while you're just standing there. You have to search and really fight for what's true. You got to sift through a lot of bullshit. If you sift through a lot of bullshit and you tell yourself that no one's going to play you or fool you about nothing they're doing, you will look at snake-ass politicians and realize that they're all lying to you in the same way at the same time for the same agenda. Yeah, they are. They are, yo. And y'all are letting them do it. Y'all are letting them do this, man. Why, man? How y'all do that? How y'all let them do that? How y'all let them do that, man? This is weird to me. Because I thought y'all was better than that. I thought y'all was some tough guys. Huh? You tough in traffic? Get the fuck out of here. Yo, you real tough in traffic. Thank you. Quick to call another man less of a man because of how he treat women, or he got standards, he don't like fat girls. Man, so what? We diss other men for being less than men about other stuff. And when I tell you that not just other governments of the world, but including ours, they're all evil because government only breeds evil shit. When I tell you that, and that the sake of the world is at stake here, when whatever peace and beauty you think the world has to offer is all being threatened right now. I can point to who's threatening it. You can see them. They're standing out in front of you, telling you what to do about everything. It's them. They got plans for the world, and they don't give a fuck about what it is that you want. They believe that they have been in control enough and proven their worth enough to be at the heads of all these industries, of all of the things that make the world go round. Medicine, technology, the economic system, the military-industrial complex, the people at the heads of all these things, and I don't blame them because this is exactly what it is you got going on. They rule the world, but what I'm saying is they believe that they can gain greater control over the world. They want to do this shit overtly. They're tired of playing games with y'all. They got a long plan that they've been had this plan, and you're not in it. What they want you in is a fucking mass grave. They want most of us out the fucking way. Look how spooky it is. That all of this doomsday shit that even religions are pointing to. Look how spooky this is. Say that there will be a great war upon the earth that would that a lot of people won't survive, right? Look at how they're talking about population control and all this other shit and comparing the carbon footprint to what they believe is safe or damaging to the earth. They are looking right at this and they're telling you that it's too many of y'all doing too much bullshit here for the earth to be as clean and as vibrant as it should be. They're saying exactly what it is that your religions are telling you to look out for. Why would you not blame them for all of the destruction that even your religion is telling you to look forward to? Because only they have the power to fulfill these religious prophecies. If all of this shit is gonna happen on earth, it's gonna be government's fault. That's easy. So once you understand these things, you have to calculate that into the big picture, what you see that you got going on. Right away, if you're religious, you should not support no government on the earth, nowhere, because you know what that means. But this is what the flip side of that is. This is the catch-22. If governments don't do the shit that they're doing, religions will have a hard time justifying their beliefs. They need this to move forward in this way to justify all the shit they've been believing with their soul and they heard all this time. That is an intellectual peek into their relationship and what the fuck is going on. Do you see a relationship between them? Yes, they make you swear on the Bible or your holy book when you enter offices. Look at the hand-in-hand relationship that they got. Do you see it? Quit playing. They rocking together. What would happen if some way, somehow, humanity found a way to create peace on earth without a rapture or the second coming of Jesus or without a third world conflict? How much of the shit you put all your faith in will look like petty shit that you can rise above if that happened? In order for their plan to play out, we cannot solve the problem without them. All of this stuff has to happen for them to look like they've been right the whole time. That's weird, bruh. That's weird as hell. Look at this long history of these religions in the world, how they rock it, how they all claim that they see it. Clear as day now, the end times, the second coming, blah, 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 man. Blah, blah, motherfucking blah. I don't believe you, bruh. That Bible is a playbook for the elite to put everything that they're doing into your spirituality, so that no matter where you go, whether your tangible life out here rocking to the government control or in your introspective self when you searching for spiritual validation of who you are as a human being, even when you go there they are with their control, and then you see them out here in the tangible world rocking hand in hand when Vatican City and the Catholic Church is using the FBI in the United States of America as a fucking hit squad for their dirty work. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all bugging, boy. Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Y'all tweaking. All I want you to do is to just say it and then mean it when you say it, that you're not going to be nobody's dummy, nobody's bitch. Anybody can get the smoke. You know the world can be crazy. It's teetering on the edge of craziness. And if something's going to fucking wipe you out right in front of you, you want to know what it is and you want to give them a fight if they want to fight. What the fuck did I just say that was wrong? We got aliens now because of this crash in Nevada. The whole time Biden wants you to give up your AR-15 if the barrel is too short. They don't care if you got a 16-inch, but if it's 10, you should go to prison for 10 years for it? Are you crazy? That's such a petty little nuance in the gun world that their agenda doesn't match what it is that they're doing. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Aliens, and you want my AR-15? You should be telling us to gun up. Yeah, you should be telling us to get them all. Buy all the guns, bro. If you're not going to say that to us, I know you're bullshitting.